Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the driveway. What is it, dog?
This is like your other dogs.
And welcome to my girlfriend's new old car. I have successfully converted her to BMWs. But we like these engines.
We do.
They're reliable. And so when girlfriend needed a long roof car and wanted something a little sportier, I convinced her that BMW station wagon is the way to go. Also, John Ross had this for sale, and it was way cheaper than literally anything that ran and drove. Like, we were in Eureka, and I was looking at Craigslist, and I was oohing and awing over, like, 2004 CRVs for $5,000. And I was like, wait a minute, I can get this for less and and it'd be a way better car. So here we are, and by better, I mean broken, because the first letter in BMW is B, but this is broken in familiar ways that are easy for us to fix. So we have a leaky radiator in the exact same place that my car was leaking, so we are going to replace the radiator, the upper and lower hoses,
Get over here.
and also the Mickey Mouse fitting, which is looking kind of... Oh, there he goes again. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse fitting looks kind of sad on this. How many pieces do you think it's going to come out in?
Hopefully it comes out in one piece and then we just crush it like I did your mom. You know,
The one in my mom's car. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Also, a helpful commenter on one of John Ross's videos pointed out that there were a couple pieces missing from the coilovers when he put them back together, which I can't blame him, because I had the exact same situation on my E30 where I was replacing old weird coilovers with better coilovers that are more factory style, and I missed the exact same piece. Except on that car, it's no longer available. I was able to get it for this car, so hopefully we can fix the front suspension and also lift it up a bit, because I don't like tucking tire, and we want ride quality is kind of a priority here, huh?
also we ought to verify that these are the same diameter as the wheels that we're putting on it.
Also, we have new wheels and tires for it.
Stop.
Because more sidewall. So, trunk full of parts. Yeah. So, first step is jack up the car and drain all the coolant. So, yeet coolant.
Yeah.
Yeet radiator. We need under tray needs to come off, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Does it have an under tray?
I don't know. What the hell?
Sure seems to. At least some of one.
This thing's mint.
It's meant to have a new cooling system. Yay!
Oh. Yeah, the head of it was broken off. So I was worried I might not be able to get that loose. But got a nice strong stream. God. Yeah, and it's covered.
Oh, is that anti-seize?
Yeah.
It's covered in anti-seize, but it anti-sews anyways.
Are you doing? You have a new reservoir? Or just
No, I don't have a new res. This one exists. Before we can figure out what all it needs, we first need it to run and drive well. You know, like oil cover or oil filler gasket, apparently.
Yeah. Oil cap gasket. And the Valvetronic motors gasket too.
Yeah. And oh look, the eccentric shaft sensor gasket. What a shocker.
Should oh, duh.
What?
we discussed this, and I forgot to take that screw out at the top of the fan.
Oh. Honestly,
yeah, there was only one screw holding the cooler on, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
These coilovers are actually quite nice. Like, the collar moves smoothly. Yeah. The problem here is that There's no up. The whole upper spring mount is missing.
Is it really?
Yeah. So we'll put that in, and then that should be significantly better. But then we'll have to mess around to get the rear ride height to match the front. We're gonna go for no tuck, but still lower than stock. Should be a good compromise on looking good. And honestly, any higher than that probably won't ride any better. So, oh heck yeah.
I'm
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yep. Just do that. Okay. Good luck. How's the fender? Or the
radiator.
Yeah.
It's loose. It's
Dribbling.
ready to come out. I just wanted to drain it more before I dealt with that. So, straightforward.
No, I think it goes like back and then straight up, not forward. The AC condenser's in the way.
Eeky leaky.
Honestly, that was a lot easier than I remember mine being. What did we find? Hey, it looks like Mickey Mouse. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. How does that loosen up that much when it's completely captive? That's wild.
Good question. How does it not leak when it does that?
Huh.
So,
It didn't completely crumble into nothingness, though, so color me surprised.
What color is surprise?
We having fun?
No. I need this fucking thing to get on here.
Oh, that's going on.
Oh, I think I got it.
Great success?
Maybe. It's hard to do by feel. I don't know if this is too big though.
Heh. A little bit of time. Meanwhile,
Twisted.
we have new wheels over here. Going from 19s to factory 17s should be quite the improvement in ride quality. Also, these have TPMS sensors, so we can program them and get one fewer light on the dashboard. And these are 1-year-old cheap Walmart tires, but hey, they're round, they're rubber, and they're all seasons, so they're perfect for this application. New hose.
It took me forever to get it off.
Got the aluminum boy.
Well, if you want to send it down to me, I can push it on from here.
So, most cars are more or less set up this way, where the spring just kind of sits on the top hat. BMWs don't work like that. There's a few pieces missing here. So what ended up happening was, this is a McPherson strut. So this would all be getting compressed together like that, and then as you would turn the car, this would be stationary, and this is going clunk, 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 trying to spin around it as you turn. The pieces that are missing are on the ground, spring mount, spring rubber isolator, which sits in it like so. Very nice, very demure. And we have, this is the part that I'm missing on my E30. Oh gosh, where'd that other one?
It's missing on this one too.
This is actually just a dust cap, so that's not important. This is the important piece. It goes here, and it is domed on the top, so that
Sure wish I could do.
The bearing in the center, this all, I believe, goes together like this. I'll go inside and verify on the computer. So dust cap, and then the top hat goes on top of that, and then it can spin freely. So the result looks like this: spring, then the hat separate with the mounts and stuff in there. And I just take a piece of old radiator hose and vice grips to hold the center shock rod in place. And then I use an impact to take the Nylox nut on and off. These are like a 7/8 huge freaking Nylox nut, but that way I don't mar the shock. And we have a coilover. That's ready to go back in. And I'll get the other one done, and it can go back in. And Tyler's out here. Do you want like a knife, buddy? We have a variety of pointy cutty objects. Wow.
Whee!
Alright. Oh, I'm real stupid. I just put the strut mount on upside down. Okay. It's like, hey, why does this fit like shit? Well, it might be because you did it wrong. There we go. Two brand new bouncy boys. Yeah. We have coilovers ready to go in. And a radiator ready to go in. Where's that? In. Oh, damn it. All right. I turn around for 5 seconds and we've got the Mickey Mouse fitting on and the radiator fan also going on. And Amber is down there tightening
The other end of the Mickey Mouse hose.
Yep, on the water pump. That's always fun. We'll need to do a water pump eventually on this, but not today.
Oh, no.
And then
They're not, you know, honestly,
they're not that bad.
Yeah.
But that's definitely something you do on a lift. Then I went and dug out my wheel spacers that I had on the E92. I took these off when I was chasing another issue and then never put them on, but I think they'll work nicely here to push those stock wheels back out and make this thing look like it's sitting lower than it is so that we can leave it at a reasonable ride height. I got the rear coilovers, I got these spring seats spun up to their highest point pretty much. The threads are flush with the collar. There's really not a lot of adjustment there, but it also has quite the motion ratio because it's halfway in on the struts. So like half an inch there should be like an inch higher, which should be about right.
Yeah, that's not just popping on there.
It does.
Keep you sure? Because, like,
it will.
I'm gonna shit my pants before it gets on there.
God. Everybody cool.
Hey!
Jeez.
Isn't that satisfying?
A little.
This struggle is half of the enjoyment.
Oh no. Hey Jake.
Yes?
I hope there's a drain plug in that box with the radiator.
Oh?
Yeah, there's not one in the radiator.
Oh, that's cool. It's a total loss cooling system. I mean, all BMWs are on a long enough timeline.
There is in fact not.
Oh, shit.
You're supposed to transfer it over, but the old one's broken.
Cool.
Further, is it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Amber's first experiences with wheel bolts. Don't ask me why it's like this. I genuinely don't know. That's why I put studs on the E46. So, Amber and I spent New Year's off-roading in Oklahoma, and while we were gone, the BMW ferry showed up because it was the last nice day we're going to have, and Grimes reassembled the car. For the most part, he got the...
It's dripping.
It is actively dripping. What is it dripping from? Yeah.
It's wet right here.
It is the coolant temp sensor. You got it mostly together. Looks like we have one more thing to do, but also he got the CV shafts put back together, which apparently required taking the boot off and stuffing them manually. So, in theory, all we have to do is put the wheel spacers on and adjust the coilovers, put the wheels on and put it on the ground. But it looks like I'm going to have to take a look at this lower coolant sensor. Or, well, it's the only coolant sensor, actually.
Was it just not on all the way, or what?
These can have screwy O-rings, so... Well, that sucked. Guess, yeah, that O-ring is flat and brittle. Time for a new one. I feel like I learned this lesson already with my E92 and just forgot it, that you don't reuse the engine coolant temp sensors in these cars, and yet I forgot to order one, so that's on me. Well, our hub-centric wheel spacers are on, and we adjust the coilovers, or Amber adjusts the coilovers all the way up, so you can go ahead, get the new wheels put on, and I'm going to install our part store coolant sensor. Here's what these are supposed to look like. This O-ring doesn't inspire a ton of confidence. It's a little bit on the soft and squishy side, but I'll just have to lube it up real good with some coolant before we stick it in. But hey, at least hopefully it won't leak. And then Amber's over here rediscovering her love of wheel bolts.
Oh my god. I'm so used to cars that have bolts that help.
So it looks like that is maxed out on the front coilovers. Looks like if we go down about an inch, we will have nice OEM plus fitment. Any coolant leaks? Looks dry. All right, get out of here.
I didn't think she was actually just gonna leave me here, but okay. I keep thinking she's gonna stop and let me in, but she's just doing flybys. I mean, it looks good, I guess.
So much better.
I kept thinking, oh, she's gonna stop and pick me up this time, but then you just kept doing flybys. Like, you get in this and immediately became a BMW owner. What the hell?
Honestly, the only thing I'm hearing is shit bouncing back there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the back.
But as far as the spring fucking clang, it's no longer doing that.
I can already tell it rides better.
Oh, it rides so much better.
Still,
I hit a couple of bumps and I was like, oh my god, it didn't bounce around. What?
yeah. Still loud from the exhaust, but we have a muffler to put on, just haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I needed to order the parts for that today. No noises when we turn, that's always nice.
I like this car, I'm excited. I need CarPlay now though. It is kind of loud and
Cutting off the muffler like that is what everyone says to do with these to get, like, you know, the best blend of like good sound but not too loud, but that's a lot.
it sounds awful.
That's really loud.
It's making me want music more.
Also, what's funny is when it first starts up and there's, like, you know, smoke vapor coming out, the vapor comes out of the wheel wells and from around the taillights. It's hilarious. Okay, go for it. You can do better than 40. these coilovers are great. This thing handles wonderfully. I mean, from a passenger's perspective, it doesn't feel like we're, you know, pushing it at all. Oh wow, those work really well.
Ass is toasty.
Yeah, that's impressive. All right. Well, hell yeah, new car. It works now, mostly. Few things left to do.
Oh, we still gotta do the cup holders.
We still gotta do the cup holders.